I want to thank you all for coming here. Give me the opportunity to tell you why you should vote no on threat. It would be impossible not to notice the problems facing every business, city and town in the Commonwealth. This is a time when every job is a precious commodity. Yet for the third time in 8 years, my industry of Greyhound Racing is being threatened, not by the usual business problems, but by a ballot question, to eliminate it forever. My industry is made up of basically two industries. One is the tracks. The tracks supply the facilities and they host our greyhounds. Then there's the kennel owners. We are totally separate from the tracks. A lot of people don't understand that, but we are a totally separate entity. We are not Wonderland, we are not Raynham. We are independent greyhound owners. We also employ helpers like the tracks. We have our own sub-business that we take care of. So when you eliminate just one, you're actually eliminating two businesses, and we supply businesses in the community, veterinary supplies, the same as the tracks do, all the things, electrical, all the things that would come with an operation that big. Raynham Park, their payroll is $8 million a year. And when they talk about jobs, they keep arguing about how many jobs and whatever. We're employed, and everyone that deals with racing in Massachusetts has to be licensed and has to go through the Mass State Racing Commission. They have all the W-2s and 1099s from our work, our industry. There is over 1,100 of those people listed with the Mass State Racing Commission. The figures that they don't show are the hundreds of people that the kennel workers, because we're separate, we do not have to have them in that because they're just separate contractors that help us in the kennels. So when the proponents say that these jobs are expendable and they're no longer viable because a business is having a downtime, I would like you to go ask any one of the people, those 1,100 families, do they think their job's viable? And it's just amazing how you can just say, hey, business is going down, let's just, let's get rid of it. I mean, you want to talk about cold, it doesn't get any colder than that when the business is working. We're paying taxes. Raynham, in the last 8 years, has paid, in Wonderland, has paid $41 million into the state general fund. Not something that what they're proposing, if this is voted in, that they can make up. Back in 2000, there was the first ballot question. Papers, when you talk about support on papers, Mr. Theil, plenty of papers were saying it was borderline on election fraud. Carey Theil was the head of media back then, and he was in charge of showing horrible pictures of greyhounds in other countries, other states, in order to get signatures for his petition. Made a lot of people, put it this way, I would have signed the petition. But it was totally false, totally misleading, totally distorting. In 2006, the Supreme Court saw through the deceitfulness and voted 5-0 against them to take them off the ballot. Now we're back in 2008, and the new way of trying to get us out is to say, my business is cruel and inhumane. Anyone can look up the laws in the Mass General laws on cruelty. We're not doing anything wrong. The rules were made there, and they do apply to racing, horse racing. It's there. We haven't done anything wrong. The MSPCA in my compound has visited it every year for the last 10 years, except this year. I don't know why. They're trying to put me out of business, telling me how cruel and inhumane my business is, but they decided not to even come down and inspect my facility this year. It doesn't matter that in Greyhound Racing, there has never been one documented case against the racing kennel for abuse or cruelty since it was legalized in 1935. I mean, since 1935, not once, they can't produce one document against one racing kennel in all that time that has done anything wrong. I don't see their documents for those. And it's ironic that they're trying to label this sport cruel and inhumane when two of the co-sponsors for this ballot question in 2002 co-sponsored the writing of my rules. And the name of the rules are the humane handling, care, and treatment of the racing greyhound. Now, they will tell you, oh, we had nothing to do with these. I have documented proof that they participated in the rewriting of my rules in 2002. If anyone wants to bother to call up the Mass State Racing Commission, the executive secretary will tell you that they participated in rewriting the rules because we wanted to get rid of the gray areas and deal with their concerns. So isn't it ironic that they're trying to label us and put us out of business for being cruel and inhumane, and I'm abiding by the rules they helped write? And there's never been one documented case. I just don't understand it, that you can just do that. And they talk about, well, we will talk about the injury rate, but it is what it is. We do have dogs get injured. Any dog that is active, you will drive by any veterinary hospital, any clinic, they have people in the parking lot. I don't have racing out this part. There are people that go to veterinary clinics and hospitals all the time. If you have an active animal for a pet, it can get injured. The same as mine can get injured. I just like to listen to some of the facts that do come out, and just, when you're making this decision, use your head, not just your heart, because my emotions with a dog is as much as anybody. I spend 12 to 16 hours a day with them every day, and my heart's with the dogs. Thank you.